Welcome back to the Peak Arkansas podcast. Once again, I am your host, Joseph Fincher. And wow, episode 4, it's gone by really fast. I've really enjoyed this podcast series. So let's jump right into it. Today, as mentioned last episode, I'm going to feature Mount Magazine State Park, and specifically right at the area of the lodge on the back porch area, because it's just such a beautiful view overlooking like Blue Mountain Lake, as well as like huge just valleys and surrounding mountains. And yeah, I think it's really cool, especially at sunset. When I got to be there for sunset not too long ago, and it was absolutely beautiful seeing the sun kind of just dance down into the horizon, and to hear the kind of the birds quiet down, and yeah, it was beautiful. And while you're there, you're not the only not the only inhabitants. If you are staying in the park has all kinds of visitors, people from all over America, but also, I mean, it has all kinds of residents too, and they don't even have to be human. They're I mean, black bears are present, and they live in that area. Of course, white-tailed deer, and even red bats, which are we're not going to go into depth on them today. This isn't a bat podcast, but I would definitely recommend researching the red bats around Map Magazine. And I have personally not seen any of those, but I've heard from park staff that they are present, and then occasionally people will have mountain lion sightings in the area. So, well, that may sound a little bit scary. I think that would be pretty awesome to see a mountain lion in the wild. A really cool feature about this state park, and just uphill a little bit from our viewpoint we're at right now at the lodge, is the Signal Hill, highest point in Arkansas. And so Signal Hill, as it said, it is the highest point in the state of Arkansas. And while you're there, I guess going to it, just have an open mind. As you trek up to the top of the mountain, the anticipation grows and grows. Like, what kind of huge view am I about to see, or how am I going to be able to see into like Oklahoma or something like that? I say just keep your expectations pretty moderate, because when you get up there, it's awesome, and it's the highest point in Arkansas, but it's surrounded by forest. So that's why it's not the featured peak on this episode, because it's a peak, but there's really no expansive view to view with it. But this mountain comprised of hard sandstone and shale does rise to a whopping 2,750 something feet, 250 or 2,753 feet to be exact. Which I thought that was pretty awesome. Something very cool I found in my research about this state park is that, similar to the other state parks mentioned in this podcast series, is that Native Americans did use this park, and of course it wasn't a park back then, but like it is now. But they did use the mountain even as far back as in the thousands BC. Some of the tribes, I think, roamed these lands and utilized them were the Quapaw, Osage, and the Caddo. Um, so think about that as when you visit here. If you're sitting on the law, on the back steps of the lodge after a long day, maybe hiking or just touring around, think about who was sitting there for thousands of years before we were even there to or anybody, in the modern era, um, got to view that beautiful landscape, and just think people could have been doing that the exact same thing you are doing. Who knows how long ago? Over thousands of years ago. Um, and then fast forward to 1938, whenever the park was developed, and the Civilian Conservation Corps built a lot of the cabins and trails featured here. Um, it has neat history. And so while you're checking out this awesome park within Arkansas, think about who all has really used the park besides just park staff or visitors. I guess think to the next step of like think about maybe what groups of people or even animals have been using it for so long. And yeah, and go out and explore the trails and have a great day out there. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to the podcast today. Uh, our next featured state park and our final park of this 5-part series is Pettigene State Park, which I'm very excited to showcase that. But have a nice day.